Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Quranology Television QGTV. Today we will be beginning a new series called QG Salah. QG obviously stands for Quranology, and Salah, as we know, is usually translated as prayers. The reason why I'm beginning this series today is because the Quranist network, of which I'm a member, is organizing a Salah discussion today, and I will be presenting my view as well on what I think Salah is. But there is no way I can possibly do that in the 15 minutes which was allocated to me. I can't do that because there's just so many ayat on the subject. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to present an overview in that discussion group, and hopefully in this channel I will be presenting my views as comprehensively as possible. Salah is a major issue among Quranist Muslims, and the reason for that is we get asked that all the time. I mean, I think if traditional Muslims did not name their ritual prayers as Salah, but rather as namaz, then we would not have that problem. They do call it namaz, but they also think of it as Salah, which is fine, obviously. But when we tell them, no, we don't accept hadith as a divine source, they would then ask us, okay, well, how do you do Salah then? Because the Quran tells you to do Salah. So when they read Salah in Quran, they think of it as the same Salah which they are practicing from hadith. I am not in total disagreement with that. I don't say that what traditional Muslims practice is not Salah. I'm not saying that at all. Rather, what I'm saying is that Quran has its focus on what Salah is. And I was just going through the ayat yesterday, and there are many ayat about Salah, almost 100 ayat with the root Sad Lam Waw, which is the root for Salah. And some even say Sad Lam Ya, which we will get into inshallah later on. But I went through the ayat and I realized that it is such a comprehensive system. Salah is something which connects many concepts of Quran. So it's almost like the backbone of concepts. And it connects, it's also connecting us. If we're in the right mindset, it also connects us with Allah. And it enables us to receive guidance from Allah. So I was quite amazed by it. I thought to myself, wow, this is something which is really a major field of study. But unfortunately, we have not. I mean, among Quran's Muslims, we have not seen any book which kind of like shows what Salah is, verse by verse. There have been. I mean, Mr. Pervez from Tolo Islam, he wrote about Salah. I think we have a booklet on it. Certainly, people have written articles about Salah as well, and they have presented many interpretations of what Salah is. We have seen it on Free Minds, we've seen it on Facebook, and it's been very thought-provoking. In fact, today I look forward to learning from my fellow Quranists their views on Salah, because so I can enrich my own. But what I'll do is on this particular playlist called QG Salah. Today is QG Salah introduction. But on this playlist, I hope to go through passage by passage analysis of what is Salah. Now, why am I saying passage by passage? Well, I mean, if you've been following my videos, I have been focusing on context and chapters. If you notice, my previous video was on how to get the most out of chapters. The reason for this is I believe that when we read we just take a verse out of its context and we read it as if it exists independently of its context, what happens is that we fail to root it in its original idea. And when we do that, we will not get the maximum accuracy when we interpret. Again, I'm not saying we'll misinterpret it totally, no. But we will not get the maximum benefit of context. And context provides a heck of a lot of benefit, really, it really does. And I will demonstrate that, inshallah, in the following series, in the following episodes in this series. When we do that, we will see that even chapter by chapter treatments of the concept of Salah are different, but not immediately. We're not going to go through that immediately. First, we'll go through the basic meanings of Salah, then we'll go through the experience of Salah, then we will go through how to establish Salah to prevent yourself from being swayed, because that's what Salah is. Salah is a locking onto the path. It locks you onto the path. It connects you, and it enables you to, if you like, hook into the system of Allah. If you think of it as being on the internet, right? When you're on the internet, let's say your modem, your wireless modem, and these days you have your wireless modem, but when I first started, it was just one of those 56 kbps modems. Not even 50, yeah, it was, no, 28 kbps modems. But back then, you had to dial up, and you heard that annoying ding, ding kind of thing, you know, and it was very annoying. You couldn't use your phone, but that connected you to the World Wide Web. You were able to surf the internet, albeit quite slowly, once you were hooked up. But you needed to establish the connection first. That's exactly what establishing Salah is. Salah is that state of connection, and aqimus Salah, iqamas Salah, iqamatus Salah to be precise, is the establishment of that connection. It is like dialing up to the internet. And if you lose that, you will not be able to enjoy the benefits of the World Wide Web. So, in that sense, you lose your connection with Allah, and you will become unable to have Allah's support in your daily life. So that's what Salah is. Does it matter that Salah has a form? Now, to traditionalists, I would say no, it does not matter if Salah has a form or not. But to Quranists who say that if you do some Salah in a particular form, you are contradicting God's laws, I would say you have to bring forward your evidence for that. Because just because Quran does not teach a form, that doesn't make the form wrong. I personally, I like to establish my connection with Allah using a form as well. And I believe that using a form with regularity helps. But being anxious about the form does not help. So when traditional Muslims, like they worry about where they put their hands or whether they recite accurately or not, I think that's failing to see the point. The point is your internal state. What did you feel when you established Salah? Do you feel that connectivity with Allah? If you do, no one can take that away. That is in you. That is real. So that is what you need. I know this because I have several traditionalist friends. One very close friend of mine is very into her Salah, and she takes it very seriously. It's a discipline, and you can see how that affects her piety, and I believe that's what it's all about. But the Quran's definition, the Quran's system of it is far more than that. It has a far greater implication in your life, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I mean, the Quran simply shines with concepts. I mean, it's a conceptual adventure. You can spend a lifetime talking about it, and you're still barely scratching the surface. It's that deep. So I'm hoping, inshallah, in the next, in the future anyway. I don't know how long the QG Salat series will be. In fact, I don't think it should end, because if it ends, it shows my research has ended. So no, I will be posting from time to time on my view of Salah. And I will be doing that from the ayat, from the signs in Quran, and I will try to analyze that, and hopefully I can get your feedback as well, because that's what it's all about, really. It's all about applying, getting your feedback, seeing your own results. Thank you once again for viewing this, and I hope you have a very pleasant day. Wish me luck in my presentation, inshallah. Take care and bye.